Good afternoon, Adam with Atlantic Marine Service. Today we're going to cover the proper shutdown and startup procedures on this 306 Canyon. It also is the same for any twin engine, triple or quad engine Grady-White. First thing you'll do obviously is you turn your battery switches on and always follow your manufacturer's placard. Put one on one, one on two. And then you're going to turn on ignition power, and then you can either hit start stop here to start them both, or shut them both down, or start them individually. For this demonstration, we're going to start them individually. All right, and you see a blue light here, which means you have no active codes and the system is good to go. All right, to shut this vessel down, what you're going to do is you obviously first turn off your engines. You turn them off here individually, or both at once here. We're going to do both at once. We'll verify on our CL5 gauge that they both have 0 RPMs. After that, we're going to turn ignition power off. Now, this is very important. If you do not turn ignition power off before you turn your battery switches off, you will end up with a steering code that will retard the steering on the next startup, and we'll demonstrate that here in a second. So what I've done is I've intentionally shut this system down incorrectly. You can see the orange light on the binnacle, and we have a steering malfunction alarm on the Yamaha gauge. The system will let you start both engines, but as you can see, when you turn the steering wheel, you have 0 steering. So that means your joystick will not operate and you will not be able to maneuver the vessel off of the dock. All right, to recover from this type of situation, you are going to shut your engines back down, turn ignition power back off, and you're going to cut both battery switches off and wait about 15 seconds. And the reason you're going to do this is kind of like if you don't boot a computer down correctly and just unplug the power, you get the default DOS screen or whatever when it powers back up, and it's not going to work correctly. Same thing, about 6 computers driving this system, so if it's not done correctly, it's not going to work. All right, so we've waited a little bit long enough. Put your switches in the correct position. You're going to come over here and hit ignition power, and you see you've got the blue light, which means you're good to go. You're going to start both engines, and you are going to have full range of motion of your steering. And also, if you activate the joystick, everything will work as expected.